What's going on, everybody? It's Kenny the Fat Cat back again with another video. This will probably be my third or fourth video on my channel, and I wanted to do something along the lines of a story time video or something like that, where I kind of just talk about a certain topic, or I tell you guys a story from my life and see how it goes. It seems like a fun topic to do, and I can tell a lot of good stories. I have a few from life, and it goes along with watching. You can watch the gameplay while I commentate over top of it. But anyways, I think my first story is going to be about the first job I ever had, and I had this job for around 5 months. I just recently, well, not recently, but I left around 6 months ago or so. It was my first job, and didn't really know where to work, and not a lot of places are applying, like not a lot of minimum wage places, but I ended up getting a job at this pizza place, this local pizza place, and I was hearing like good and bad things about it, and I was just still excited because it was my first job, obviously. So, but I ended up working there. My first day, I got to meet everyone I was working with, and it was kind of weird. First job, I didn't really want to talk to new people, and obviously I was kind of young. It was a minimum wage place, so there was like older and younger people there, but I didn't even have any friends working there at the time, and so it was just kind of odd experience all around. But I was still excited to start making money for the first time. So my first day, I learned how to make some pizzas and all that, and it was, my mind kind of changed, but I was making money, so I mean, it was kind of still exciting. But making pizzas was just like kind of like a dirty job, and I didn't really like it that much. Like, it wasn't a fun job, but it was good to make money, obviously. And your hands kind of really smelt really bad after you make a pizza. I don't really know why. I mean, probably because you're putting your hands all over that nasty stuff. I mean, before you put onto a pizza, it's not like cooked or anything, so it doesn't taste or smell good. But anyways, a few weeks went by, and I mean, I got to meet some of the people there, and oh my gosh, the people that work there are just terrible. I didn't like any of them. I liked like a few guys, like one or two people's there, and some of the waitresses, and I liked one of the managers, but everyone else was just really kind of annoying, and obviously that wasn't ideal for a job. But then again, I was just making money because, I mean, like this place was kind of a place where people got hired, but they hated it immediately, so they kind of just left like the next week or the next day. They would just leave because they hated it. And especially since I was working on the pizza line, there wasn't a lot of like new people working there. It was kind of just older, like people that have been working there for months or years. And but anyways, eventually I would work like a lot and show a lot of dedication to the job, because like once I got my first raise, I knew they would like it if I showed a lot of dedication, and I knew that I would be able to get another raise if I just like put a lot of time and I showed that it was a good job. But I mean, it still wasn't an ideal job. I mean, it was alright because I was making more than minimum wage, but I couldn't stand, like, you got flour all over you, like your uniform wasn't that good, you got flour all over yourself, and it was just bad. But I was making something like $10 or something like that an hour, better than $9 or $8.75 minimum wage. And I have some crazy stories from that place. Like, I will never forget, there would always be someone out back smoking weed, and like every single person that worked there had a vape or something. Like every single one of every single person that worked there, it was like every one of them were addicted to some kind of different drug. Like they all did like hella drugs. Like not not like hard drugs, but not like more than smoking weed. They would do like Xanax and stuff like that. And at the time, I didn't really know what any of it really was, but it was just like it was just kind of crazy to be working with a bunch of druggies, and I myself, I never did any of that stuff, so it was just all confusing and like weird. But anyways, I would just come in and work and like work my hardest and then get it over with. And this place had a lot of like evaluation. Like people would always, like upper people from like the big company would come and evaluate and like see who was working their hardest, and they would like tell your managers if you were doing a good job, and they'd say if they could give us a raise. So every time like one of those bigger guys would come, I would always try my hardest and like always show what I could do. But after that and showing that, I got like another raise, and it was just like, it was like such a terrible job for me. I just didn't like making pizzas whatsoever, but I was making so much money because I was working like 50 or like 30 to 40 hours a week just making pizzas day and night. Like it was literally my life, just working, making pizza. And I stank so bad every day, and there was flour all over me, all over my car, all over me. It was just disgusting. But like I didn't even like my coworkers. Like they were just terrible. Like they were all so weird, and they were all older than me. I just did not like it whatsoever. And after that, there was a few new guys like that came along while I was in the time that I worked there, and like they all quit before I ever left. And that was just even more weird because since I was a newer guy, I had to teach them. Like they made me teach the new guys. It was like the new guy teaching the new guy, like the noob leading the other noob, and they would just, and I would be teaching, and I wish set a good example for them because I really knew everything about how to make a pizza, like how to do everything about the job. So I mean, I was pretty proud of myself, obviously, that I knew all that and making all that money, but when it all came down to it, it was just such a bad job. Like, really didn't like it whatsoever. But after suffering for so long and stinking so bad, I just quit, end up leaving, and ever since that day, I never got another job. Kind of scared to get another one at a minimum wage place. But anyways, I hope you guys like this story, and hopefully next I'll be able to come out with a few more stories. And remember to like and subscribe, and I hope y'all have a good day. Peace out.